those two, and then on Monday, Jimmy Sexton and Tom Dandy will be in town, CAA agents, and they will be talking about A.J. Brown. How you doing? This is the convention of conventions. This is where deals are made. By the way, a lot of these deals have already been kind of penned. Now it's kind of working out the details. And then when March 11th hits at 4 p.m., those deals start falling. You ever notice why those deals are done already? Because most of the legwork is being done right now as we speak. Much of the deals that you see or will see a little bit later on as we get closer to free agency, these deals are being talked about now with the agents. You know, when everybody starts, talking about, well, hey, Silz, when do you think they'll start having this conversation? And when do you think they'll start, offering deals? They're going to start doing this stuff right now. I tell you this constantly, guys. These contracts in every single thing, okay? These contracts are starting to be worked on right now. Guys, I want you to do me a favor on this Becton stuff. That's out. I have no interest in that. And nor should you. That's old news. Isaac Seumalo, I might be interested in because I still think that this guy has some game left. I think Isaac Seumalo, okay? I totally think he's got some time. I think he's got some football left. So, yes, I do. And let's go. Yes, you're going to have agents talking. So, hey, by the way, I got to tell you, I got to start the show off with, are you ready? This is my new way of starting the show. I'm going to start doing this in honor of A.J. Brown. I've become an A.J. Brown fan. Here we go. Ready? Here, one more time. Yes, sir, baby. My boy A.J. Brown. Big Z's joining us at 3:30. Mike North will talk about the Indiana Bears, I guess. The Indiana Bears? All right. Legendary Fitting Godfather will join us. That'll be at 5:30. We'll talk some NC2A. We'll talk some preseason bets on the Eagles as well. All right? Hey, listen. The Indiana Bears. Okay? The Indiana Bears. You're going to be playing in Hammond, Indiana. How you doing? Those politicians in Chicago and that stupid-ass governor they have in Illinois. These guys can't get out of their own way, that fat ass. He's such a bad governor. And the mayor is a dope. And now you're going to let the Bears. You're going to be known as the governor and the mayor that lost the Bears. How you doing? Here's Anthony. Big Silz. Do you think all these changes are because of Lori being impatient? I think these changes are being made because they believe that the offense has gone as far as it's going to go. Okay, that's what I believe. I believe they think that every single DC in the league knows they're predictable. The way they've been running their offense, if the running back is not good, here's what I do believe. If the running back is not good in Philly, the passing game's not good enough to win football games. The passing game is not good enough. And they know that. If your run game is not good, you don't have a good enough passing game to compensate for a shitty run game. Some teams, if it's not working in the run game, you can throw yourself to victory. The Eagles can't throw themselves to victory if they had to. 4th and 11. How you doing? A.J. Brown was the only one that kept it real and spoke the truth all season. Eagles don't like the truth. Remember that. Hey, by the way, real quick, you want to hear something fucked up and funny? Cignetti now makes the same money that Sirianni makes in a season. That's correct. Nick Sirianni with all those great accolades. Isn't that funny, bud? The head coach of the Indiana Hoosiers has the same job as Sirianni has, but he has to take less shit. Indiana's a better job than the Eagle job. The Indiana Hoosier job's a better job than the Philadelphia Eagles. He makes the same money Nick makes. Can you imagine? And he doesn't answer to anybody. He has his own moat, picks his own players, picks his own coaches. He answers to a president. He doesn't have to kiss the ass of the owner. He doesn't have to kiss the ass of a general manager. This guy is one and all. How's that? This guy makes the same money Nick Sirianni makes. With all incentives and shit, base salary, 13.5. With incentives, he makes 16.2. He makes more money than Nick. How you doing? Hey, he makes more money than the head coach of the Eagles. Go figure that. All those things and all those accolades he makes. You got a college football coach making more money than that guy. Shit, the guy in Baton Rouge makes more money. Right? How's that for you? That's quite a job. That's quite a job. Silz, the combine is right around the corner. Trader Howie's open for business. Name 3 players you would not listen to offers for. I dig that. I'm going to put that down there. 3 players on the Eagles I would not trade. I like that. How about that deal, man? All right. 3 players on the Eagles I wouldn't trade. Mulata, Cooper, and Q. Hurts to be the first guy to go if I got a deal that was worth it. DeVonta, I don't know if I'd trade him because that contract's too good. Carter, wait a second here. According to Micah Parsons, Carter was in the Parsons deal. Carter would be in the Parsons deal. He was ready to rock and roll. Yeah. Hey, by the way, real quick on that. So I want to do something here before we get going. Guys, do me a favor. Please hit the like button here. I got to listen to something here, and we're going to kind of do this like a little bit on the fly here because I want to double check something. And I got to hear something here. So hang on. Hey, okay. Okay. I'll give you guys the insight of what I was listening to because I was listening to Mike Vrabel. And see, Xander, the reason I didn't put it up so people could hear because I didn't know if we could play that content. It was the one with Julian Edelman, and it was also with Gronk. So I didn't know if we could play that. So I wanted to hear. And he was talking about Mike Vrabel when he was playing for him in Indianapolis, or excuse me, Tennessee. And he made the comment, he goes, let me tell you something. Working and playing for Mike Vrabel, it's not comfortable like it is now. He says he holds you accountable. And he used to always push me, and I never realized what he was doing. But every single time, and I'm paraphrasing here, Mike Vrabel holds every single person accountable. not like I have it now. It's comfortable. There with him, he makes it uncomfortable. And he's coaching the hell out of all of us. Damn. Slap, 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 slap. That's a backhanded slap at Nick. Go back and listen to that. It's not as comfortable as it is now. Mike Vrabel holds you accountable. What? Hey, only Big Silz. I knew I had to go back and listen. I knew I had to go find, because there's golden nuggets in there. You just go in there and not as comfortable as it is now. A.J. Brown's taking shots at Nick Sirianni. Just like that. Hey, go over to my X account. All you have to do is listen to it. Okay? Wait a minute. Prince thinks, great take. So, Prince, you think it's more of a shot at Jalen? Interesting. Why would you think it was a shot at Jalen? Because what? You don't think the organization holds him accountable? And it's not as comfortable? Mike Vrabel makes everyone uncomfortable because he holds everyone accountable? Is that what you're saying? Why? I never said he didn't like Jalen. He doesn't like Jalen. I never said that. By the way, folks, all you have to do is go over and listen. That's a great take, Ramir. That's a great take. Right. Javon Hargrave said they don't work that hard here. Not like we do in San Francisco. It's a rich take considering he couldn't take accountability at the end of that playoff game. Huh. Well, I'm talking about, I see what you're saying, though. I don't think you're off. He cried and ran out the door. That's not an unfair criticism by M. Reyes. That's not an unfair criticism. This is not the first time we heard this. He's taking shots at Sirianni. And the accountability. That's not on Jalen. It's on Sirianni. I agree with you, Chris. This guy was taking shots. I'm glad you can't hear it, because I don't want to play. And push me to be a little bit quicker. Okay, talking about mentality, accountability. He holds every single player accountable from top to bottom. Nobody's bigger than the team, unlike here. What? I should have listened to this thing more. Sirianni taking a shot at him. Huh. This is starting to come out more and more. That's nothing new about Nick. We all knew he's the caboose and an ass kisser. So that's not a bombshell. That's why he was almost fired. How about that? If you go back, by the way, all you have to do, get this. Here's this scumbag that shows up every day. Y'all cry so much in here. Imagine if we actually had a losing season. Hey, scumbag, I'm talking about him going on a podcast and taking a shot at the coach. Stop your fucking bitching and moaning. Okay, scumbag? Silz, just look at the Buffalo game and AJ's face while walking next to Nick. I saw that. I remember that. Okay? It's not Nick's fault. Then whose is it? Whose is it? Hey, Deshae, how about this? Let's go on the other side of this. All right? Aren't you getting sick of this shit? Aren't you guys getting sick of this shit? Man, If you was an Eagle fan before 2000, you would know what a losing season was like. Very true, my friend. Very true. These modern day dudes are spoiled. That's for damn sure. You're not wrong. Players are grown-ass men acting like crybabies, getting paid millions of bucks. Hey, when you have that kind of money, you got FU money. You can do whatever you want and say whatever you want. Silz, I think it's almost 100% AJ will be a Patriot. Vrabel loved the guy and was pissed off when John Robinson traded him. Dude, that guy ended up getting fired like a month later or so. Silz, accountability, huh? Sounds like it's a shot at Nick. If Nick's offense fails, why do all of the OCs get canned? AJ did not blame KP. Hey, Bob, how about this? Why would AJ want to come back for a total facelift when he knows the quarterback can't get the ball to him and doesn't throw on time to him like Adam Kaplan said? Isn't it funny? All the stuff that's coming out now is shit that we've been saying for 5 years. And now AJ's taking shots at Sirianni in a subtle way. By the way, Rhea Hughes was the one that turned me on to this. Over at IP, you know what she said? Go back and listen to that podcast. She sent me a text and she goes, go listen to that podcast again, Dan. So I did. And she goes, what'd you take away from it? I'm like, it's kind of a shot at Sirianni. She goes, that's what we talked about on WIP this morning. It was a shot at Sirianni. And I happen to agree. Silz, has FU money, that's why he's the man. Yeah, right. That's me. No, I just sound like I'm rich. Once again, Prince missed it. Absolutely, Prince. Now it's going to be a whole offseason of this. On top of the building a new scheme, it's contrary to the entire chaos or ethos of Nick's philosophy, which requires the team to be on the same page. Like, you mean like 23? When Nick had everybody on the same page? You really think Drake May, who's only through 2 300-yard games, is going to give him and Diggs the ball equally? Come on, Silz. You sound dumb. Hang on. That quarterback last year threw for 4,300 yards and 31 touchdowns with Stephon Diggs and nobody. And he's going to go to New England, and he'll be the number 1 guy. Diggs will be the number 2 guy. You're not bringing AJ in to fucking New England to be the 2. Stephon Diggs will be delegated, and Stephon Diggs couldn't carry the team to the Super Bowl. That offense was pathetic in the game. They were actually pathetic in that Denver game, albeit it was bad weather. A.J. Brown in New England, I think you guys are going to sleep on Drake May. Drake May played against defenses that would run Hurts through a ring trying to read defenses. Shit, you couldn't handle the Charger defense as is. He had 5 turnovers in the fucking game. You went Chargers. What was it? You went Chargers, Texans, Broncos, and Seahawks. Well, shit, you lost to 2 of those yourself. You lost to the Broncos, and you lost to the Chargers. Shit, Drake May won those 2 games. I mean, he won 2 of those games. You lost both of those games. I'll make it sound like you played better than Drake May against Denver and against the Chargers. Come on, man. You made it sound like you guys were great in those games? Your quarterback stunk in those games. Nick's philosophy built for what the quarterback can handle. It absolutely is not. I completely disagree with that. AJ will be 1, but it's going to be harder this season. Hey, like I said, Kim, you know what? You might be better without AJ. You know why? At least you won't have a guy sitting there constantly taking a shit on you and taking a dump on you every week about your offense. Dude, you want volunteers like John McMullen says. You don't want people that are captive. Yeah, that's it. AJ's attitude, hey, how about this? You bring that dude back. You think his attitude changes? Let's ask that question. If you bring AJ Brown back, you bring AJ back, you think his attitude changes? I don't shit on you. I revere you. I think you have a great organization. I think every organization does stupid shit, dude. Everyone, even the great ones, do dumb shit. Absolutely. Malcontent in the locker room. How about this? No. So, you think his attitude, right. Does anybody think his attitude's going to change? So, what player in this draft would you not draft? Rather, it's tape or red flags. Here. Hey, Kyle. This is going to be crazy. That Jeremiah Love kid, I don't know. It's got a little Ashton Jetty to me. Now, I maybe take him in the second or third round. First round pick, top 10. That guy was on Bijan Robinson. Put the tape next to one another and do me a favor. You tell me if you thought he was Bijan Robinson. And play the tape next to one another and put Bijan and put Jeremiah Love. And then you tell me. I did that the other day and I was talking to a GM. I said, you do me a favor, put Ashton Genty's tape on and Jeremiah Love. They kind of look alike. You put on Bijan Robinson and put it next to Love, and you tell me if you think they're the same guys. They're not. It's not close. Silz, with Jalen Hurts, it's the team. But when he loses, it's him. I'll address this. I thought quarterback doesn't win games. It's team, Silz. Which one is it? Okay? I never in a million years said that Jalen Hurts ever cost a football team a game. I never ripped him for losing that Super Bowl in 22 when he dropped the ball and it was a scoop and score. I never did that. I've always thought he's a caboose. I mean, he's a product of the environment around him. J-Mac spot on. Volunteers. Give me Bijan. Bijan Robinson is a superior player. Attitude or not, AJ ended up being right. He speaks for those who don't have the cannolis to speak up. He said himself, if he was to be the guy, he will. That's right. That's right. John Mendoza is great. What are you talking about? I think Fernando Mendoza is a third-round talent. Jalen's garbage enough with AJ opening up the receivers he routinely misses. How do you suppose the offense will look without him? Stay tuned. More shit show canceled. Shittier show on the way. Silz, we have a head coach who is nothing more than a concierge at Cheese Eagles and a quarterback who has a skill set that does not match the scheme that they're installing. Let's hope Howie and number 31 for AJ minimum. Took a shot at him. Was AJ a locker room cancer? No. Or was he simply expressing what the team felt in the locker room but didn't say? Hey, Rasputin, have you ever heard a football player come out and say that AJ should shut his mouth? You'll hear that. Oh, wait a minute. Remember what I told you? The tar and feathering of AJ Brown will begin soon. It will begin soon, like you did with Nick Castellanos. Okay? Hey, just like your quarterback, Can't read a defense. AJ's not a cancer. And fuck all you people who think that. He's not a cancer. I don't think that. Cancers who speak out the truth. Yeah, he's a cancer. To be honest, AJ's more of a leader than Hurts. Hurts speaks for Nick and AJ speaks for the players, plain and simple. I agree. You said he's limited, which means he's hurting the team, which means he doesn't elevate the offense. Hey, Z-Man, let me ask you this. If your run game is not good enough, can your quarterback win by throwing the football on a week-to-week basis? Yes or no? Talking to you, brother. If your run game does not get back on to the rails, okay? If it does not get on the rails, can you win football games throwing the ball week to week? No. Anybody. We will know this year. Hey, Ramir, indulge me. Do you think he can? Even Barkley says Bijan has the best cuts in the league. Bijan Robinson, hey, remember, Kim, when I told you coming out of college, I think it was the Jalen Carter pick, and I said Bijan Robinson will be the best running back in pro football. Now, the kid Gibbs up in Detroit can make that argument as well. He's in that conversation too. He's a heck of a football player. But we said coming out of college that Robinson was a special player. Silz 26 season has so many uncertainties. It sure will have a lot of content. Maybe Hard Knocks will follow the team all year. Silz, AJ spoke to Laurie, and now we have a new offense. I don't believe they changed the offense because A.J. Brown wanted it. They changed the offense because they know the quarterback has taken that offense as far as it can go. What does that mean? Everyone was complaining about the offense all season. A.J. was the loudest. He kept missing. We kept missing that. Nobody kept missing that. We said it right here. What he's saying is not a lie. Nobody missed that. Prince. Maybe the fan base missed it. So I've never seen a player so explosive in open space like Gibbs. Well, you must have forgot Barry Sanders. But Gibbs is explosive. Orders come down. They don't go up. Fair enough? Fair enough. Okay?